My friends, it is your favorite deal shopper, well, second favorite, second to you. Happy Galentine's Day. And in today's video, I want to very briefly show you why Ulta's point system is so good. It's a super simple example. I think it'll make a lot of things click because I still sometimes see people say things like, I don't understand why you would shop during Ulta's 10x points event. Everything is full price. I will show you. I see people say, I don't understand why you would spend points when the 21 Days of Beauty is going on. I will show you. And then, for the second half of this video, I'm gonna go ahead and show you my own Ulta points redemption that I just did during Platinum Perks Day. Spent a total of 2,000 points and $7. And of course, you can use the timestamps in the description box below to jump around. Let's talk about points. I don't want to make this an exhaustive video all about the point system. You all probably know the basics of how this works. But I will put up on the screen the points redemption chart just so we have that as a reference. And hopefully you can see that the value of your points increases up to $50, and then it starts over and it increases up to 2,000 points, which is $125, which is the maximum redemption. Of course, you can spend 4,000 points for 250, etc. I think it's unlimited in store and limited online. And the worst way to ever spend your points would be to redeem only in increments of 100 points for $3, because if you did that with 2,000 points, you would only get $60 for those points in comparison to 125. I guess the catch here is that would be very hard to do because what's $3 anymore? So during a 10x event, you get 10 times your usual amount of points. You get 1 point per dollar spent at Ulta regularly, so in this situation, you get 10 points for every dollar spent. If you spend $200, you get 2,000 points, and now you can see how that $200 gets you $125 back on a future purchase. Think of it like a gift card, or think of it like the Bank of Ulta. We'll come back to talking about that. Ulta runs a lot of sales, you all know about this, but there are some brands and items that are typically excluded from sales. And as a prime example, Chanel. But as a lot of you noticed, Chanel was included in the recent 10x points lip multiplier. I will now put up a cart of exactly $200 worth of Chanel lip products. If you placed this order on 10x Lip Day, you would spend $200 on Chanel. No discounts whatsoever. However, you have banked $125 with that purchase. I didn't place that order. I don't have that kind of money, but I will admit I did buy one Chanel lipstick in 10x Lip Day. It's so good. It's so good. However, I have done plenty of 10x points hauls. I will link you an example if you would like to see one. So yes, you pay full price, but you get back $125. In girl math, as they like to say, it sort of is like spending $75 on $200 worth of Chanel lip products and setting aside $125 for later. But I really feel if you want to get the most for your points, it is worth it to be really smart with how you spend those points. A lot of people like to just see it as, free money, and I think that when you see it that way, you might not be as cautious about how you spend those points. And I also know some people don't know what to do with those points, and they just keep saving them and never spending them. So let's talk about spending points. This is a real order that I made during a past 21 Days of Beauty where I got the $250 NuFace microcurrent device for 2,000 points and $1. So do you see what I'm saying here? If we take that example of the $200 worth of Chanel lip products, you take your $125, your 2,000 points, hold on to it till something you really want comes up 50% off, and you can spend that $125 on $250 worth of items. This is a great scenario, don't get me wrong, it's not always going to work out this beautifully, but this is just to illustrate how much you really can get with your points and why it's not a big deal if things aren't on sale on 10x points day. Now I'm actually using my Ulta money, so $200 in the past nothing now. This is like spending $200 to get $450 worth of products. I want to keep this video simple. I know that I can be a bit of an over-explainer at times, but we're just going to go with this example. I will also tell you, though, there are many ways to earn points. There are many ways to spend points. And I will show you an example of another way to spend points. I personally am a big fan of Platinum Perks Day. As a Diamond member at Ulta, I spend a lot. But I get a lot for my money at Ulta, and that's why I love them as a retailer. So let me show you what I got. I'm going to put a picture up on the screen because I'm not going to go over every gift with purchase. According to Ulta, I received $553 worth of freebies, but one catch with all the gifts with purchases is it's got to really apply to you. It's got to be something that you are going to use to be worth it to you. It's worth it to me to get a lot more gifts with purchase than I think it might be for other people, because I want to be able to comment on trying different products. Especially for sales like the 21 Days of Beauty, it's great for me to be able to try more and more products. And some of you feel the same. You also love sampling products. Actually, no, who doesn't love mini mascaras? That is one of the best gift with purchases. For me personally, I moved a lot of, especially the big gift with purchase, into my donations pile, but that's great. That's more stuff to donate. Oh, and I also want to make sure you know, you can keep stacking the gifts with purchase from Ulta, so you have 7 in your cart. It's not like Sephora where you have to pick and choose. You can keep adding with Ulta. But let me show you what I actually bought. So one of the things I was so excited about, you all know I love Kopari. I just called them one of my favorite skincare brands, specifically a body care brand. And this was a new release, the Sun Glaze Sheer Body Mist SPF 42. Oh, how pretty does this look? I feel like this is going to be really popular. It does have that really pleasant coconut scent to it that Kopari is so good at. It's got that shimmer effect. The only thing I did notice with this is you get a bit of a hefty alcohol spray when you initially spray it. But as that fades, you smell the coconut. I don't personally mind that. It seems to make it adhere to your skin really well. I noticed it stays. And then I bought 2 more of my lip glossy, which I called my favorite product from the brand in my favorite brands video. These are regularly $16, but they were on sale. I got 2 for $16, and Kopari had 2 gifts with purchases. And each one had a lip glossy in it, so $16 for 4 lip glossies in total. That's $4 each. You can't find a drugstore lip balm for $4. Not anymore. I'm so happy. These are my personal favorite. They're lightweight, they're not sticky at all, and they're still nourishing. In all fairness, not nourishing to the level of, if you saw my short, the Ole Henriksen lip balm, that feels more nourishing. But these, I like the trade-off of them not being sticky. Also, these are a little more nourishing, it feels, but I don't think there's as much product in these. 0.2 fluid ounces, 0.35. So the Kopari is almost double. This is the In Beauty lip oil. Sorry, almost didn't name it. But check this out. In one of the sets, they had the Kopari Moisture Whipped Ceramide Cream, 0.7 fluid ounces. That is such a generous travel size. $15 value alone. I don't think they sell this size, but this size is perfect for travel. Perfect. I'm not going to open it now. You all know this is one of my favorites. I also bought the Ellis Brooklyn mists, which finally launched on the Ulta website. However, as one of you noticed and did DM me, these are smaller than the size on Sephora. That's perfect for me. I've talked before about how I don't like buying full-size fragrances. Minis, the little travel sprays are my favorite. I change my fragrance as often as I change my wig. So this is a great size for me. And you know what's so funny? I chose sand. This complements the free gift with purchase of salt. It's a match made in heaven. Okay, I'm gonna do more than just my usual thing with fragrance where I just describe one word, because if I do that with these Ellis Brooklyn products, I'm gonna say this smells like sand and this smells like salt. We can do better, Alice. So sand smells like you are at the beach building a sand castle while wearing specifically Sun Bum sunscreen. And once you finish building your sandcastle, you're gonna put little flowers all around it, some jasmine, some bergamot, and salt smells like... It smells like the salt around a margarita. That wasn't as good. That wasn't as good of a description. But the two smell great. It is such a beachy combo. A bit sweet, but I think the reason I like Ellis Brooklyn so much is that I never feel her scents are too sweet. They're a little more complex, they're a little more mature, which is not a negative word. Yeah, one of my favorite brands. I own a lot of travel sprayers from this brand. What's my favorite? What is my favorite? I think it might be Sunfruit. I think Sunfruit might be my favorite. I just like how it smells. It smells bubbly. See, right back to our old ways. You know, like a fun, bubbly person. And then we had a new release from Live Tinted, which I thought sounded exactly like Tower 28's Mineral Sunscreen Tint. I reviewed that a while ago. I really like it. I love the shade range. Live Tinted went the extra mile with this new HueGuard tint, Skin Tint SPF 50. I think this is the lightest shade. It's shade 09. It might be second lightest. When I first pumped this out, I thought it was not going to work for me. Can you see it looks just a little bit too deep? However, surprise, I am wearing this. I am wearing this right now. That said, I'm just wearing it as a tint, as a foundation product. I haven't yet tried to do the two-finger application to see if this really can be a tinted mineral sunscreen. But I think this is a great release. Might not be light enough for some of you. That would be the only catch. But very exciting release, 9.5% zinc oxide. I think what I'll do is probably a short with this. I am getting the hang of shorts and I am so proud of myself. Do you understand that I'm a YouTuber before anything else? And you know, what do we do on YouTube? When we want to put extra information on the screen, we put it in the corners, all along the edges. What do you think I did the first time I ever made a reel? I absolutely put stuff in the corners. And what do you think happened? Yeah, when I published it, I saw all the clutter all over the screen. But see, now I'm figuring it out. You gotta embrace the clutter, and you gotta add even more of your own clutter to it. My last short took me, and I am not exaggerating, 2 hours to make, because not only did I do a voiceover, I went back, I added text, I went back, I added pictures, I went back, I added prices. I feel like people slept on just how good the Live Tinted gift with purchase was. This gift with purchase was essentially, or at least very close to, a set that they sell for, I think, $35, a $49 value. The gift with purchase was worth more than $49. You had a full size of the Hue stick in the shade Grounded. These are great. They're multi-purpose products. This is a really nice brown shade. What a terrible swatch, Alice. A mini of their HueGuard 3-in-1 Mineral Sunscreen, which I think is the best tinted sunscreen. I don't know if it is a tinted sunscreen. It's got a color to it, but it's from the sea buckthorn, which you would think would look awful on. You would think it would look orange, but somehow it just blends into skin. A mini of the Super Hue Hyperpigmentation Serum Stick and the Copper Peptide Eye Mask. That was such a good gift with purchase, and it was still available at the end of the day. Do people not know how good Live Tinted is? I want to share with you the Be Sleek Outer Thigh Stretch Mark Cream before we close out this video. So this was the diamond gift, but it was adding to everyone's cart, diamond or not, no coupon needed. Good old Ulta glitches. Now, if you watched my body care video, you probably know that when I got this, my intention was, oh, I'll give this to someone else. But then I smelled this. Oh my goodness, I did not expect this to smell so good. It smells like an orange creamsicle. Hey, 2 words instead of 1. So now I'm gonna have to fight the monster within because I want to keep it for the scent. I don't need it, but it smells good. And like I said, I'm not gonna go through everything in the gift with purchase bag. What do you all think of how this looks? I feel I would like it more if it wasn't a shiny material. It's not bad. But I did want to say it came with a full size of the NYX Epic Liner, and I tried it again today. This really is a very good eyeliner. Granted, there are a lot of good options in J Beauty and K Beauty, but yeah, this is a really good one. I spent a lot on some real duds in liquid eyeliner. It's nice to know NYX has a good option. This had the 24/7 Glide-On Eye Pencil from Urban Decay in the shade Whiskey. That is so exciting to me because we've had so many of the shade Zero. I have so much black eyeliner, and these are good sizes. It's 3/4 of the full size. But the brown one, yes. Yes. And of course, minis of mascara, lipstick as mentioned, a mini of the Clear Supple Preparation Unscented Toner. This is $5, $5.53 on YesStyle. But my friends, I think that about sums it up for today's video. I hope this was helpful. I hope it helps to give some insight into how Ulta's point system works with a nice little example. As always, feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you all next time.